All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Saira Mujtaba. The headlines. Electioneering picks up as nominations for second phase of Lok Sabha polls end. Scrutiny to be taken up today. Election Commission appoints special expenditure observers in 6 states to check cash and liquor distribution by candidates. President Ram Nath Kovind says world needs to take decisive action against those harbouring and supporting terrorism. In cricket, Chennai Super Kings beat Delhi Capitals by 6 wickets in IPL 2020, and India to take on Canada in their 4th league match of the Azlan Shah Cup hockey in Malaysia this evening. Electioneering picks up as nominations for the second phase of Lok Sabha elections ended yesterday. Scrutiny of nominations for this phase will be taken up today. 97 constituencies spread over 13 states and union territories will go to polls in this phase on the 18th of next month. Elections will be held in all 39 parliamentary constituencies in Tamil Nadu. Other constituencies where voting will take place in this phase are 10 in Maharashtra, 5 each in Assam, Bihar and Odisha, 3 each in Chhattisgarh and West Bengal, 2 in Jammu and Kashmir and 1 each in Manipur, Tripura and Puducherry. In Uttar Pradesh, a total of 136 nominations have been filed for the second phase elections. Our correspondent reports that 8 constituencies will go to polls in this phase. In Karnataka, 340 candidates have filed 452 nominations for the 14 constituencies. Scrutiny of nominations for the first phase was held yesterday. 91 constituencies spread over 20 states and union territories will go to polls in the first phase on 11th of April. Tomorrow is the last date for withdrawal of nominations in the first phase. In Telangana, about 500 nominations have been found valid after scrutiny in all the 17 Lok Sabha constituencies going to polls in the first phase. Our correspondent reports that a large number of farmers had filed their nominations as a mark of protest.
After scrutiny, the election authorities found the highest number of valid nominations in Nalgonda Lok Sabha constituency after Nizamabad. There are 31 valid nominations after rejecting 8 in the constituency. However, the highest number of rejected nominations found in Malkazgiri, the biggest Lok Sabha constituency in the country. Only 13 nominations remain valid in Malkazgiri after rejecting 27. In case of Secunderabad, it is 21 nominations got rejected and 30 found valid. The scrutiny is yet to complete in Bongiri Lok Sabha constituency. Lakshmi, AR News, Hyderabad.
BJP has announced another list of 39 candidates, 29 for Uttar Pradesh and 10 for West Bengal. Briefing media in New Delhi, Party General Secretary Arun Singh said Union Minister Maneka Gandhi will contest from Sultanpur while Varun Gandhi will fight from Pilibhit. He said presently Minister in Uttar Pradesh government Rita Bahuguna Joshi has been fielded from Allahabad. Uttar Pradesh BJP President Mahendranath Pandey will contest from his sitting Chandauli seat, while Union Minister Manoj Sinha has been fielded from sitting Ghazipur constituency. 2-time MP and actress Jaya Prada will fight from Rampur. In West Bengal, Ranti Dev Sen Gupta will contest from Howrah seat and Humayun Kabir will fight from Murshidabad. Actor Joy Banerjee has been fielded from Uluberia seat. Congress has released another list of 3 candidates for Lok Sabha polls. The party has fielded Sanjay Kapoor from Rampur in Uttar Pradesh, Dharmesh B. Patel from Navsari and Naresh Maheshwari from Kutch in Gujarat. With this, the party has so far declared candidates for 262 Lok Sabha constituencies. Election Commission has appointed special expenditure observers for 6 states in view of the forthcoming elections. These states are Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Gujarat, Karnataka, Nagaland and Telangana. The poll body appointed former member of CBDT, Gopal Mukherjee, as Special Expenditure Observer for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, while former Director General IT Investigation, D.D. Goel, has been deployed in Arunachal Pradesh and Nagaland. More from our correspondent.
The special observers will supervise and monitor the work being done by the electoral machinery. They will ensure that stringent and effective enforcement action is undertaken based on intelligence inputs and complaints received through C-Vigil app and voter helpline against those who are trying to induce voters by distributing cash and liquor among others to vitiate the poll process. Besides, former IRS officer Sarendra Handa, who was earlier appointed as a special expenditure observer for Maharashtra, has been given additional charge of Gujarat, while Madhu Mahajan will supervise Karnataka in addition to Tamil Nadu. Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Election Commission has also appointed 2 special central police observers for Lok Sabha polls in West Bengal, Jharkhand, Tripura and Mizoram. Former Director General of Border Security Force K.K. Sharma has been appointed as a special central police observer for West Bengal and Jharkhand. He will oversee the deployment and other security-related issues in these states. The poll body appointed former IPS officer Mrinal Kanti Das as Special Central Police Observer for Tripura and Mizoram. Assam Chief Electoral Officer Mukesh Sahu has said that voters whose name did not appear in the NRC draft list can also exercise their voting rights. Talking to AIR, Mr. Sahu made it clear that if a person's name appeared in the voter list, the person can vote. Our correspondent reports that names of around 40 lakh applicants did not find place in the NRC draft list in the state.
News Services Division of All India Radio is broadcasting a special live program Janadesh 2019 on the developments related to the General Elections 2019.
Tune in to the FM Gold channel of AIR from 4:05 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. every day till the announcement of results to listen to this special program.
Senior BJP leader and Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has said that the sting operation shown by the Congress party during a press conference yesterday is fake. In a series of tweets, Mr. Jaitley accused the Congress of resorting to fake news ahead of the Lok Sabha polls, saying that they do not have any real issue to criticize the present government. BJP General Secretary Bhupendra Yadav said the party is considering taking legal action in the matter. He said, with poll campaign gaining momentum, the Congress is fighting for existence in the face of dwindling support and is therefore resorting to lies. Yesterday, senior Congress leaders Ghulam Nabi Azad and Kapil Sibbal had addressed a press conference where they showed a sting operation alleging that the BJP had benefited from demonetization. However, they did not vouch for the authenticity of the footage. They alleged that the video was filmed by some journalists in Ahmedabad. Supreme Court has said it will hear petitions challenging the issuance of electoral bonds by the centre on 2nd of next month. The bench comprising Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi told Advocate Prashant Bhushan, appearing for one of the petitioners, that the matter would be heard by an appropriate bench. Association for Democratic Reforms recently filed an application in the Apex Court seeking stay on the Electoral Bond Scheme 2018, which was notified by the centre in January last year. Earlier, the Apex Court had sought the centre's response on a plea by the CPIM, which had termed the issuance of electoral bonds by the government as arbitrary and discriminatory. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. President Ram Nath Kovind has said that the world needs to take decisive action against those who harbour and support terrorists. The President said that India will take all measures for the protection and welfare of its people. He was addressing a reception given by Indian community at Zagreb, capital of Croatia. The President said peace and security are critical to foster the well-being of humanity. Mr. Kovind said the Indian economy is an important engine of global growth.
There is a new dynamism in the country. I would therefore encourage you to visit India and experience the transformative changes happening. Our globally connected, technologically savvy and entrepreneurially driven youth are at the forefront of this change. Thanks to them, there is no doubt that India will be the center of global attention for a long time to come.
People of Indian community in large numbers attended the function. The President will participate in the India-Croatia Economic Forum meeting today. Former Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif was released from a jail in Lahore early today after the Supreme Court granted him bail for 6 weeks on medical grounds. He was serving a 7-year imprisonment sentence in the Al Azizia Steel Mills graft case. British Prime Minister Theresa May is in trouble again as three of her ministers and many MPs from her own party backed an amendment to seize control of Brexit by 329 to 302 votes. The motion in the House of Commons called for alternatives to May's controversial European Union exit bill, earlier rejected twice by Parliament. The Foreign Affairs Minister, Health Minister and Business Minister, who went against the Cabinet's collective responsibility principle to vote for the amendment, resigned from the government. Chennai Super Kings beat Delhi Capitals by 6 wickets in the IPL 2020 at Firoz Shah Kotla grounds in New Delhi last night. Chasing a target of 148 runs set by Delhi Capitals, Chennai Super Kings or CSK made 150 for 4 with 2 balls remaining. Kings 11 Punjab will take on Kolkata Knight Riders at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata today at 8 p.m. In hockey, India will take on Canada in the 4th league match of the Azlan Shah Cup at Ipoh this evening. India defeated Malaysia 4-2 in the 3rd league match yesterday. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Abhishek Kumar.
Thank you, Saira. Today's papers have carried stories mostly focusing on candidates contesting from different seats in the upcoming polls. BJP puts Jayaprada against Azam. Headlines The Pioneer adding, Manoj Sinha picked for Ghazipur. Murli Manohar Joshi dropped. While the Tribune writes, Menaka Varun swap seats in Uttar Pradesh. Congress makes new Nyay pitch to women voters. Headlines The Hindustan Times. The Election Commission seizing cash, liquor, drugs, gold and freebies worth over 500 crore rupees across the country since the announcement of polls is also noticed prominently by the press. The Pioneer headlines, 133 crore rupees narcotics on way to buy votes seized. Ahead of the Lok Sabha polls, a public opinion survey in 12 states has found that political parties are the most distrusted political institutions in the country. The Hindu reports, political parties most distrusted, army, judiciary win people's heart. Former RBI Governor Raghuram Rajan's recent remarks on growth numbers stoking a controversy are also widely noticed by the press. The Times of India writes, Rajan now doubts 7% growth, seeks impartial study of data. In CBI's investigation of the Sarada Chet Fund scam, some very serious revelations have been made against the then Kolkata Police Commissioner Rajiv Kumar. The Asian Age quotes the Apex Court in its headlines, very serious CBI revelations against top cop. President Trump's proposed border wall gets funding by Pentagon. The Hindu Business Line writes, Pentagon authorizes $1 billion for Trump's border wall. And finally, what should have been a giant leap for womankind has turned into a stumble on the path to equality after US space agency NASA cancelled the first all-female spacewalk because of a lack of spacesuit of the right size. The Hindu writes, all-women spacewalk next over ill-fitting suit. And with that, it's back to you, Saira.
Thank you, Abhishek. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Electioneering picks up as nominations for second phase of Lok Sabha polls end. Scrutiny to be taken up today. Election Commission appoints special expenditure observers in 6 states to check cash and liquor distribution by candidates. President Ram Nath Kovind says the world needs to take decisive action against those harbouring and supporting terrorism. In cricket, Chennai Super Kings beat Delhi Capitals by 6 wickets in IPL 2020 and India to take on Canada in the 4th league match of the Azlan Shah Cup hockey in Malaysia this evening. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in. With that, we end the morning news. Have a great day.